Coffee Swig. The only morning show. You're listening to the Morning Coffee Swig with Jason Carey and Steph Tiller here on ATL Next 100.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Great morning, ATL in the whole wide world. It's your man, Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, Morning Coffee Speak, ATL's #1 podcast out morning show. Great morning, Steph. Great morning, man. Put on for the city, put on for my people.
Great morning, great morning, great morning.
Can
you hear me well?
I can hear you just fine. It's fantastic.
As long as you can hear me.
It is. You know what day it is? The middle of the week.
Getting my lighting together.
And it's wow Wednesday. I'm a little wild. I be hyped. Wow Wednesday.
A little.
Hump day. Man, I be little.
Statement.
I be little. Yeah, man, I be little.
But
all the way.
People need early in the morning. People need somebody else. Set them.
Get them going and be like, whoa, wait. People sometimes people be like, yo, like you come on 12 in the morning. It's like, yeah. Flip that switch. And me to go straight up. You don't need, because if I came in like limping in like, good morning, that ain't gonna do that for you. That's not gonna move you. That's not gonna move the needle. What's gonna happen? You gonna talk about me on the internet. Steph, let me tell you. So listen, yesterday, Taco Tuesday, but it was also Take Me There Tuesday. Take me there, because I'd be like, yeah,
Take me there Tuesday.
Take me there. You want to take me there? You want to take me there? I'm telling you, I always tell people, you leave me on this side of the meter. Where I am right now, woohoo! Right? Where I'm here, leave me here. Because you go on the other side, no, ain't no trying to send me back. You want me over here. So now let's go. So the world is filled. If y'all listen to Minds of Mischief, last year we had an episode called The Big Red Ketchup Bottle. You hear me talk about the Big Red Ketchup Bottle all the time. And the Big Red Ketchup Bottle is a representation of America. That red ketchup bottle, the Heinz bottle, is red for a reason. Why? It's so all the tables look stocked. But they be empty. They be empty bottles on the table. But everything looks stocked on when you come in a restaurant. Big Red Ketchup Bottle. People look like they have it together. They look like they're going to do their job. They're in a position to do a job. So a person's in that spot. Guess what? They ain't doing their job. Steph, my car got better than bruised. When? All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend. And I sit All-Star Weekend, a hit and run. I've been dealing with that couldn't get my car fixed. The insurance not responding. They not answering the phone. People not at work. Everybody off. Why you off? And if you're off, give it to somebody else to do the job. Steph, I had to bark on so many people yesterday.
So you mean to tell me the insurance company got their stimulus check and they ain't even showing up for work?
Yes. That's exactly what's happening.
Okay.
I barked on so many people yesterday, Steph. Bark. Like dudes getting on the phone and they ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm on their neck. Soon as I'm on your neck. Soon as you get here.
They don't even know what's going on.
And they don't even know. They're like, good Lord, Mr. Carey. No, ain't no good Lord. This is your friend's fault. And I'm gonna tell you who fault it is so you can go back and bark on them. But you gonna feel it right now. But man, how y'all give me this case? I want you to know why this is happening.
I thought it was specific. Like once something happened, they assign you.
Exactly. You would think that, right? You would think that it would assign somebody and it would work the right way. Did not. People it wasn't them. It was several industries that I had to deal with yesterday, and they were all deficient. They were not in their place, and it was, boy, pissed me off.
You was on one yesterday, J-Boy.
I was, but guess what? The beauty in it all is that my car ended up being at a location that is black owned, been there for 30 years, and they are going to do my car. So I will save my review till later. But when I went in there, it's like I was talking to my auntie at the front desk. Then I saw them basketball with one of the mechanics, like my uncle. Felt like home. So all of that was to get me home. I told them that too. I said, yo, this is where I'm supposed to be anyway. Because they tried to send me to the other place. I went in there, won't none of us in there. But they was like, no, we ain't. Wait. I went in there, they was like, no, we can't even look at your car for 2 weeks. I slapped. I said, lady, don't say that again. I slapped. I was slapping. Don't you say that again. You say you can't. I walked out. And went somewhere else. And I was where, and I should have went with my gut anyway, because when I was going, I looked at their website. I was like, I don't want to go there. I went over there, and sure enough. So I did. What I did is I went. Yep, this is probably black. I went there, and sure enough, black owned. They've been doing business for 30 years. Worked with the. It was smooth. I was like, "You ready?" She said, "When you want the car? When you want to bring the car in?" I said, "He said, Rocky, it's here. It's here now." I walk. I ain't got. I walk. This is staying here.
I'm so frustrated right now. I walk Uber, Lyft. The car stays here. You want me to leave the way I feel, but the car needs to stay here. This car stay here. I ain't stuck. It's 2021. It's so many ways to get a ride. So yeah, I'm good here. It's here. So yeah, man. That was that. And then I had a long conversation with the family yesterday. I got to talk to my parents, my sisters. I talked to everybody yesterday. It was fantastic. And I'll tell you what we ended up talking about yesterday. Yeah, it's like, that's how it goes. Well, I called my dad and my mom was together, of course. And he come in, hey Jay, wow! It's like every time I hear his voice, like the first time I hear his voice all the time, I'll be hyped. Oh my God. So yeah, it was cool. And then I got to call my sisters individually. Got to call them individually. Because they be like, well, you ain't call me. Like, you are in the room. I'm talking to you now. You got to call their phone so you know that you called them. I don't know why we like that, but that's specific. I think everybody brothers are like that. All siblings are like that. Yeah. But anyway, I done talked y'all to death this morning. Usually I don't do that, but I'll talk to y'all. Yesterday was adventure. And y'all need to hear it. Y'all be wondering what I be doing. There you go. You got a piece of my adventure. That ate up a lot of my days. So I was frustrated. I ain't had no tacos. I ain't eat. I barely ate. I'm mad. Okay. I'm mad. I'm mad all day. But anyway, fantastic day. We ain't gonna give y'all no news. This is the news. The news is us this morning. We ain't doing no news. Y'all get all y'all news in the second half. Right now, y'all dealing with this. So how was your day, Steph? Because we ended up a funny conversation. I don't know where I'm gonna put this in the story. A lot better. Than mine? It was better than yours. Yes, it was. I wasn't about to slap nobody yesterday. Actually, we was what did I do first?
My whole day stuff.
What did I do first? Oh, what I did first was tied up some loose ends, right? So then
see, you can't, Steph, you can't start.
Yes, I can.
You start with tied up. It's okay. You can't start with tied up. Go ahead. I was a little worried. Coming from you, hey, don't tie up nothing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Something is wrong with you, and you should have yourself checked. Steph had a great day yesterday. I'll say that.
Oh my God.
I'm still preparing to go out of town, so that is probably the only thing that that's the most tedious thing you could do is pack and unpack.
Yeah, I don't like packing. I don't have a problem packing. I don't have a problem. Yeah, I don't like. Why I don't like packing is because I got choices when I'm at home. When I pack, this is what I'm wearing now. So, and I gotta. That's why I don't overpack. Don't like it. I ain't like a lot of ladies where they be like, "Well, I still want choices," so they put a bunch of stuff in the bag. I ain't got time for all that. I'm gonna put this. I'm wearing this on Tuesday. I'm wearing this on Wednesday. I got some drawers. Let go. Like I'm not.
That ain't near how we think. We like
I know.
Monday, we're doing wardrobe changes midday.
But what if outfit, and then because sometimes outfit. You gotta what if this then and then if stars move a certain way, I'm gonna wanna wait. Yeah, nah.
I need a ball gown just in case. A wedding gown.
Girl, shut up.
A bridesmaid, get up and get down. I need options.
For real.
It depends on where we going, because I'm always looking like I'm going to church unless they say we're going to some place that's unholy. The most unholiest place you can have the best time.
Well, you tell it you ain't holy at church either.
Either way. Oh my God.
Too sexy. Too sexy
Ramadan
at church.
Started yesterday. Well, that is no fault of my own, unless I'm
some people hungry.
Like, neck teeth. Some people are starving. Well, no. They just ate.
They just ate. Oh, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all getting y'all spiritual on. Hey, listen, it's the morning. We talking crazy. I'm gonna be crazy all day. Welcome to the Morning Coffee Suite. We take a break. We'll be back.
Jesus Christ.
Ramadan. Or eat a bowl of cereal.
ATL's Next 100.
Turn it up.
My favorite artist.
This is where I live. All the new music first.
You're listening to the sound. Next 100.
Whoa. Yeah. Hey, yo, Tim, man. What's the jump off right here, man? Whoa. It's the jump off. I've been going for a minute. Now I'm back at the jump off. Goons in the club, case something jump off. You back up for the high, let the pump off. In the graveyard is where you get stumped off. All we wanna do is party and buy everybody at the bar Bacardi. Black Barbie dressed in Bulgari. I'm trying to leave in somebody's Ferrari. Spread love, that's what a real mob do. Keep it gangster, look out for my people. I'm the wicked bitch of these. You better keep the peace, or out comes the beast. We the best, still is room for improvement. Our presence is felt like a black people movement. 7 quarter to 8, back to back, and I'm sitting on chrome 7 times. That's for my beats. With the Bentleys, the Hummers, the Bentleys. Escalade, the sweet rims. Jumping out the Jaguar with the Timbs. Keep your bread up, live good. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. All my players in the hood stay fly. And if you ballin', let me hear you say ride. It's Little Kim and Timberland. This shit yours. Special delivery to you and yours. I rep the bitches, he rep the boys. If you rep your hood, just make some noise. I got my eye on the guy in the orange coat. Don't need no cream bee, got the LD throat. Let me show you what I'm all about. How I make a Sprite can disappear in my mouth. Whoa. Shake up the dice, throw down your ice. Bet it all, play a price. Money ain't a thing, throw it out like rice. Been around the world, cop the same thing twice. Rub on my, squeeze on my. Give me some, step on the gas. Pop the cork and roll up that. You know what we about, sex, drugs, and cash. With the Bentleys, the Hummers, the Bentleys. Escalade, the street and trims. Jumping out the Jaguar with the Timbs. Keep your bread up, live good. East Playboy pinup girl, butt naked, dressed in none but pearls. You wanna meet me cause you know I'm freaky, and you wanna eat me cause you say I'm sexy. Got a man in Japan and a dude in Tahiti. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy, I got mad friends that's pretty. Chicks by the layers, all different flavors. Mafioso, that's how this thing goes. Now everybody come get me the lingo. Shake your body, move your body. On the dance floor, don't hurt nobody. I'm the one to put the range in the Rover. When I'm stepping out the range, it's over. Coming through in the Brooklyn gear. We gon' do this just like Big Papa says. With the Bentleys, the Hummers, the Benz, Escalades, the 3-inch rims. Jumping out the Jaguar with the Timbs. Keep your bread up, live good. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. All my players in the hood stay fly. If you ballin' in the hood, you stay ride.
Yeah. To the what? Yeah. Oh, yo, keep your bread up. Yeah. And worldwide. Stay fly. Yeah, man. Rah. Queen B. LB. 2003. Why not? To make it high. Come through. The spot. Come on. Yeah. Hey, yo. She back at it. Why wouldn't she? Come on. Yeah. The B.I.G. Freaky side. Yeah. Else. Light 'em. I pull up. Like. How you pull up, baby? How you pull up? How you pull up? I pull up. Steph in the kitchen. Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, this a clock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. Better let me go the day you need me. Put me on that get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop. It's safe to say I earned it, ain't a nigga gave me nothing. I'm ready to hop out on a nigga, get the bus. Know you heard me say you play, you late, don't make me push the butt. Full of pain, dropped enough tears to fill up a fuck. Going for buckets, I bought a chopper. I got a big drum and hold 100. Going for nothing, I'm ready to air it out on all these niggas. I can see I'm running. She talked to my mom, she hit me on FaceTime just to check up on me and my brother. I'm really the baby, she know that the youngest son was always guaranteed to get the money. Okay, let's go. She know that the baby boy was always guaranteed to get the loot. She know what I do, she know if I run from it, I'ma pull it out, shoot. PTSD, I'm always waking up a cold sweats like I got the flu. My daughter the cheat, she saw me killing it in front of her before the age of 2. And I'd kill another nigga too. So I let another nigga do something to you. Long as you know that, don't let nobody tell you different that they love you. Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, this a clock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. Better let me go the day you need me. Put me on that nigga, get the bus. Yeah. And if I ain't enough, go get your chop. Keep up when I ride in the Suburban. So codeine had a young swerving. I got the mop, watch me wash them like detergent. And I'm ballin', that's why it's diamonds on my jersey. Slide on outside and flip the block back, yeah. My junior popped them and left them lopsided, yeah. We spin his block, got the rebound in his robbing. For me one time, you can't cross me again. 1200 horsepower, I get lost in the wind. If he talking on it, y'all depend, dolls will take his chin. Maybach SUV for my refugees. 5 blocks in the hood, put money in the streets. I was solo when the ops called me at the gas station. Had it on me 30,000, thought it was my last day. But they ain't even want no smoke. If I had to choose it, murder would she roll? Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, this a clock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. Better let me go the day you need me. Put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop.
Yeah. Don't make me tell you twice.
Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, Morning Coffee Swig every morning, 8 to 10, right here on ATL Next 100.
We talk for a living, we speak for a living, and for that reason, I like to give you guys a word of the day. So let me do that. Today's word is a verb. And when you look at it, you think it's slang or somebody messed up. It's discomfort. That's how some of y'all say discomfort. It's discomfort. Man, I'm discomfort. I got to get up out of here. I'm discomfort. That's not it. DISCOMFIT. Discomfort. For real, they put it in there. Discomfort. Well, let me tell you what it means. To put into a state of perplexity and embarrassment. Disconcert. To frustrate the plans of. Thwart. Like supervillain. I'll get you next time. Archaic. To defeat in battle. So discomfort. It's a verb. To discomfort somebody. Thwart. I thwarted your plans. I always thought that thwart was a good word. Thwart. We don't use it enough. I think thwart, we need to bring thwart back. Disconcerted by discomfort and discomfort. While the two look similar and share more semantic territory, they're etymologically unrelated. I always mess that word up. Why did I mess that word up? I don't know. Unlike discomfort has no connection to comfort, which comes ultimately from the Latin cum plus fortis, meaning strong. Instead, discomfort was borrowed from Anglo-French in the 13th century with the meaning to defeat in battle. Within a couple centuries, discomfort had expanded beyond the battlefield to mean to frustrate the plans of, to thwart, a meaning that eventually softened to disconcert. So the words it went the wrong way. I don't know why. Let's use it in a sentence though. Jacob was discomfited by the new employee's forward probing questions. So it was increasingly perplexed, I guess, is where they're using that. Disconcerted. Upon entering the theater, the audience is immediately discomfited by the set. It is a portrait of devastation. Aaron Benson's scenic design is beautiful and chaotic vision of decay. Two towering tenements whose brick walls are stripped down to their wooden lath with battered plaster that doubles as projection surfaces peeking between the bricks. Discomfort. I don't know if you're going to use these words. Perhaps you are, perhaps you're not. But I want you to. I want to motivate you guys to use these words in your everyday language. Speaking of motivation, let's get motivated, Steph. Discomfort.
Good morning, family and friends. I know many of you are looking for that morning motivational starter pack to get you up, prepared, and ready to take on this day. Well, as I tell you guys each and every day, there's a hero that lives inside of you. Someone who's special, someone who wants you to do something great with your life, someone who wants you to do creative work, someone who wants you to be the change in the world that you wish to see today, and that you can never be too distracted that you forget who you truly are, because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You.
Because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You. All right, so we've been talking about not redemption. Redemption was last week. We've been discussing recharging, a mental recharge, a restoration of self. And what does that look like? What do people do when they are recharging? When they say, I'm taking this mental recharge, what habits do they have, or have they formed, or are they trying to let go of? What help professionally are they seeking? Are they receiving, have received? And how do they know if they even need professional help? So there's many ways. One way that I know is outside of the medical advice is a spiritual recharge. And what a spiritual recharge is, basically you're trying to get more closer to God, whatever that may mean to you. And so in that you do a lot of praying. Most people fast for 7 days. Some people fast for 14, 21, and even a month. I personally would not go further than a month. I haven't gone 14 days gone longer than 14 days during a water fast. A water fast to me is a bit extreme. It was emotional. It was very, very tough. Did it help me? Do I think that the water fast helped me? Because it was a recharge. It's supposed to be a spiritual recharge for me. Yeah, I do. That level of strength, I don't think I would have been able to. I couldn't even have thought that I could go a week, let alone 2 weeks without food and only water. And again, it was emotional. It was very emotional. I was thinking about stuff that I hadn't thought of ever. Things that I had suppressed, that I didn't know I suppressed, that, you know, are truly an issue with me and will come back up later in life. Because I still didn't deal with it then. It was just too much. And I never got a chance to, you know, really make any progress when it comes to the things that I was dealing with at that time. I just kind of, you know, came out of it, gathered myself, and then went on with life. And another reason why I was doing it was for weight loss. I wanted to, like, well, I wouldn't say the weight loss because I was pretty fit at the time. It was more so me just trying to rid the toxins out of my body. In my mind, if I don't put nothing else in it, it'll send my body into ketosis, and then I can, you know what I'm saying, it'll start being able to accept the good nutrients that I was trying to put into my body. So I was recharging that part of me. But I was doing some spiritual baths at the same time. Spiritual baths, you take some rose petals and some salt, some Himalayan salt or something like that, and you get in and you listen to your music, you light your candles, and you do what's necessary for you. There are many different avenues that you can take for these things. Just go online, look at them, look them up, Google them, research them on YouTube. And I say do your own research, because what may stand out for me and what may trigger me for a mental recharge, a spiritual recharge, whatever part of my restoration, period and journey that I'm headed towards, it probably won't be the same as yours. Not at the same time anyway. We probably have the same. It's just going to be, it probably at different times or whatever. But I would say do your own research and do what works for you. Because I can do a 14-day fast. You may not. Health reasons. It just may not be something that you're interested in. You don't understand it. You know, get some clarity on these things, because what you take into your body, and, you know, not just physically with food, but what you take into your body and your mind, and your energy and your spirit, that says a lot. So we haven't taken in the same thing. So we're two different people. So again, what worked for me may not work for you. Also, so even with like social media and stuff like that, if you know that's all you've been doing, yeah, maybe you need to reach a mental recharge, because we could get clouded with different judgments, our own thoughts, fake scenarios of what is like looking like it's happening and not really happening in reality. You have to take a step back sometimes, because at this point you're being fed from other people, as if they were your medication, as if their thoughts and feelings and emotions were your own, and that's not good. That's not positive at all. During a mental recharge, I would not encourage like tough conversations, honestly, because when you're having tough conversations during a mental recharge, you're liable to shut down. For me, I will isolate myself in the beginning. That way I don't have to worry about a tough conversation. You're not going to grab my attention with it. I'm not going to check your text message. If I feel like it could be a big deal, or you're going to make a big deal out of us not speaking, even though it's not about you. This is because people make things about them all the time. Well, you ain't called me back, or, you know, me and you had a falling out on Monday, and now you don't want to talk to nobody on Friday. Like, dude, this ain't got nothing to do with you. You may have triggered something, but it ain't got nothing to do with you. So that's one of the things I can say, stay away from. Another thing, like I say, make sure you're doing your research. If anything seems fishy about what somebody's told you before, you know what I'm saying, make sure you you double check it. You want to double check everything. And it's an accomplishment too. You can brag a little bit when you've done like a fast or when you've done a mental recharge and you've done it correctly, because you feel better. You do feel better, and you've done something for yourself. If that wasn't for anybody but you. That's another important thing about like having a mental recharge or just having a recharge period, is like your battery has been drained by society, has been drained by the world, your children, your job, just all of your energy has been taken away from you. And then you have this moment, overwhelming moment, where you can put it back into you because you're only thinking about you, and you're being selfish with your time, and you're being selfish with your space. Even your conversation, you're being short and selfish. You're working on yourself, like you're doing yourself a service by servicing yourself. That's something to be proud of. Like, I brag about mental recharging because that lets people know that have done it before. Oh, okay, she can get herself together, or she can bounce back, or have bounced back, or she's restored, or she's built some really good habits, and not just a fake narrative of habits. Like, these are real habits. Like, I've lost people mental recharging, and I think that was critical to me in the state that I was in mentally. I was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But again, that was a personal accomplishment for me, and it'll always be a personal accomplishment for me. So when you're feeling like you're burnt out, these are some things you need to watch for. You're just irritable. Everything around you just pissing you off. You got this impatient, anxious feeling. Like I don't know what's going on. I'm confused and I'm frustrated, and I don't know what I want to do. I don't know which way I need to go with this, which way I need to go with that. Everything just feel like it's just, the walls are closing in on you. That's kind of like being burnt out. And that you definitely need a mental charge. Like, you need to recharge. I don't care what you do. Like I said, picnic by yourself. You can go to the waterfalls. You can take a run, start working out. Find something that will take your mind away from everything else. Meditation is very important. If you can get up early in the morning, that's the best time to do it. Go outside, just stand on the porch and look at the sky. That right there, that's another moment that'll put you in a different state of mind. Let me see, a lack of energy. If you don't have the energy to be productive, and that's what I'm saying, you probably already burnt out. You can't concentrate. Just focus is just out of there. Or you're relying heavily on food, drugs, people, just anything to numb the pain. Help me to escape. I watched Billie Holiday last night, and I was just astonished as to how everybody around her had so many things going on, but the only thing that they were using was drugs to be able to cope with it. A lot of you are using them in order to cope with it. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, find another avenue. Find a better avenue of people to be around, of ways to suppress the pain, if that's just what you have to do. If that's just what you have to do. Whatever happened to you, it wasn't your fault. And there are other ways that you could, make yourself feel a lot better about them, like getting some professional help. It's nothing wrong with going to talk to someone, or talking to someone from a different church. Like, you can walk, and this is unorthodox, but I would rather walk into a church where I know absolutely nobody in there. Give me mother whoever to talk to, and let me lay this on her. She know how to get rid of it. Lay it on her. That way now you have somebody praying for you. You've discussed it, and possibly it's someone who have been through some of the things that you have went through, but you're really not going in there for advice. You're going in there to talk about it, because oftentimes when we talk about things and we hear it out loud, it's that brainstorm that you've been needing. You've been needing to tell somebody, just so that you can hear it out loud, how it makes you feel. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that on this Wild Wednesday. I know that I don't drop so much on you. I need to hush. I'm about ready to hush right now, but that's the end of my morning motivational starter pack. And I mean, it gets deep. When you're talking about a mental recharge, I hope y'all didn't think I was gonna come over here talking about you need to get to skipping down the street and sucking lollipops and popsicles because it's hot outside. That's not what we're talking about. A mental recharge is a lot deeper than that. Dig deep when you're doing them, and if you're feeling drained, that this is your moment. This is your time. We're switching seasons anyway. This is your time for that. We're gonna keep talking about it the rest of the week. Again, that's your morning motivation starter pack from your girl Steph this morning.
To all my dreamers that still believe in dream the way that I believe in dreams, continue to chase your dreams and chase your dreams until you get tired. And when you get tired of chasing your dreams, you chase them some more, and some more. And if you're scared to do it anyway.
Let's go, go.
It's time for ATL weather and other random
Great morning, ATL. Great morning. Pardon me. And happy, wow. You hear the music. You know what it is at this time. Great morning to everybody that's out here watching us, listening to us. Thank y'all so much. Those that tune in on YouTube, those that tune in across all our scattered networks. Tune in. ATL's Next 100. Anyway, it's currently 60 degrees and the sun is out, ATL. The sun is out. Man, it was a beautiful day yesterday and I didn't get to enjoy it. As I told you, my day was full of so I didn't even get to stop and look around and think about how fly it was outside. I really didn't spend enough time outside, but I hope you enjoyed it. I also told you guys to enjoy when those days are strung together, didn't I? Didn't I say that? I said enjoy when these days strung together because you know what's coming. You know what's on the other side. It's gonna be a wet day. Wet days are coming. Well, it's hump day, and it's gonna be a hump. It's gonna be the hump day. Yeah, that's right. Get wet. It's gonna get increasingly cloudy today, like 85 degrees by lunchtime, which is great. A pretty nice day. Expect a 40% chance of rain though. Now the good thing is that it's gonna probably be sunny most of the day. The rain really is not supposed to start till about 6 p.m. and so traffic is gonna suck. Traffic is back, ATL. Traffic is back. This is the time when traffic usually dies down because kids get out of school. Traffic is back. Although we gotta wait till May, so we'll see. Anyway, of course, they say there's going to be scattered showers today, so it may not rain in your area. Again, that's that little crutch that the weatherman has, like it's scattered. So if it don't rain in your area, you're like, I thought you said it's going to rain. So just go ahead and prepare to enjoy the day. Go out there, get out in the sun, and it may or may not rain on your head. I don't know. So it might not be in your area, ATL. Anyway, in honor of Wild Wednesday and a hump day. Our random weather reports come from Romance, Arkansas. Sounds like that's a word you gotta change your voice when you like the quiet storm. Romance, Arkansas. Sound like you gotta change your voice every time you say that. Welcome to Romance, Arkansas. Sometimes it's hump day and sometimes it's Romance, Arkansas. Perfect backdrop for romance. 45 degrees and raining today. 45 degrees and raining. Do you get extra sexy when it rains? Do you get extra sexy? Do you walk around with less clothes on when it rains? Do you just want to open the window and hump day? I just be wondering. Anyway, it will warm up slowly today, just like romance. It's going to warm up slowly. ATL is definitely on some hump day because it just start out hot. It's just hot the whole time. That's hump day. Romance is taking its time. It's going to take its time. Expect the mid-50s by lunch. Highs of only 61 today. Not too cold, not too hot. It sounds like a smooth day of romance. Arkansas. And that is your ATL and Random City Weather Report, a segment created and brought to you by the Morning Coffee Swig. So if you hear anywhere else, best believe they copied that. Romance, Arkansas.
Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, Morning Coffee Swig every morning, 8 to 10, right here on ATL Next 100.
Get up! Get up!
Get up!
Bet I make you feel some vibe away. When I give it to you night and day. anxiety. Over to the floor. Give you rounds, make you want more. Drop it, make you wobble, girl. I love it when you poppin' it. Gobble, need that bubble, get the genie out the bottle, yeah. Make it feel good. Won't you knock on wood tonight? Yeah. So careful what you wish for. You might get it. Just wanna show. Let me show you something different. Yeah, bet I make you feel some type of way. Oh wait, when I give it to you night and day and night, I know what to do. Bet I make you feel some type of way. When I give it to you night and day, you know what I need from the best at it. Now you on your knees, tricking me with magic. She gon' make it disappear with the lights on. Know my bad habits, lay down on my mat. I'm a pro, don't need to practice. I did like a bottle, bank account, go ahead and run it up. Spending every dollar, ain't no problem, I don't give a f. Consider it a gift, wanna make you feel rich tonight. Yeah. So careful what you wish for, you might get it. Just wanna show it. Let me show you something different. Yeah. Then I make you feel some type of way. Oh wait, when I give it to you night and day and night, I know what to do. Then I make you feel some type of way. When I give it to you night, some type of way. Make you feel some type of way. To make you feel some type of way.
I like that, y'all. I like that. Yeah, I like that, y'all. I like that. I like that, y'all. I like that. Yeah, I like that, y'all. I like that. I like that, y'all. I like that. Check it out. I like that, y'all. Check it out.
Anticipation of what's to come. I'm so happy that I'ma let you go. So long I've waited, but it's never too late for love. It feels so right, baby, that it can be wrong. Where I am weak, baby, you make me strong. I'm down for you and whatever you want to do. It's all up to you because anything gonna try you. I am gonna try. It's alright. I'm gonna try. You can ride if you choose to. Whatever method used is alright with me, as long as you get to where you need to be. This is a vision meant for both of our eyes to see. Yeah. It feels so right. It can't be wrong. Where I am weak, baby, you make me strong. I'm down for you and whatever you want me to do. It's all up to you because anything for you. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try. My body just for you.
Dirty bass, sound cuts like glass. Gotta keep it high, power to the mass. Yo, Taj, another life platinum hit. For the people all around us,
Guess who stepped in the room? The cow, hailing from the Shaolin out. It be me, the killer bee, on the MIC with the SS double W to the BB. Going down downtown. Let me see, is we all in together now? Make it move better now. Listen, I ain't sweating no competition. Oh, going mad low like I'm fishing.
Another chapter from the Wu-Tang book. Take a look and repeat. Killer bees never sleep. Non-stop, put you on the chopping block. Unorthodox, attitude to melt pot.
I'll do anything, I'm so into you. Right here, I'm weak downtown with the wheel. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? The SS double to the boom.
Next 100. Hip hop and R&B.
Get myself off mute. Every day I'm gonna tell you something that's on my mind. Something I'm thinking, something I may have seen, something I may have experienced, and it's what has me on the edge. So let's get into that. You know the saying, kids are resilient. Oh man, you people say, oh man, kids resilient. They'll get through it. Kids figure it out. I think we need to change that statement. Stop saying kids are resilient to kids remember. Kids remember. Now, yeah, kids are. It seems resilient because kids, whatever it is, you just deal because that's what you learn to do. You're like, man, whatever, I deal. Or I'm not that worried about it because I'm playing with my toy. I got ice cream. I'm doing whatever I'm doing. But kids remember. Now let me go further with that. Because I don't know how to snack. Let me tell you this. This is something about me. I don't really know how to snack. I will walk around a convenience store 99 times. I be hungry, but 99 times I still leave with a drink, maybe. I don't know how to snack. And this is why. And every woman that ever got with me, gonna have me, would need to know this about me. And I think that you need to know this about the people that you gotta really ask more questions about people's upbringing. I ain't grow up on kid cuisine. I ain't eat no TV dinner. I don't want your Salisbury steak. You just cold 30 seconds ago and now I got gravy on it. What is this? I'm not eating that. I didn't grow up on it. Leftover snacks was really leftovers from yesterday. A snack is macaroni and cheese in a cup because mama had macaroni last night, bread pudding, or like a whole. Your lunch is what she cooked the night before. So, it's always a prepared meal. It was always a prepared meal around. Hey man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I thank God. Daddy picked the right lady. But for that, I don't how people just be like, I ain't never had a hot pocket in my life. What's hot? I'm not about to eat that. What is that? I'm not having it. So I don't really know how to snack. And this comes from my upbringing. It makes me, these things be going around in my head. It's like, I can't never find chips chips go with a fish sandwich, go with a, may go with a sandwich or whatever. But I ain't just like a bag of chips, just me sitting there just hitting a bag of chips. Ain't really happening. Like I buy, even I might buy cookies, like them golden Oreos. I love them. But I ain't probably not gonna bust down the whole package. Or it's gonna take me a minute because I don't just sit around and snack. Because we ain't do that. It was usually hot meals. And the things that I did eat that were quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I froze a pizza. I think that's where it's probably frozen pizza. And to this day, I throw one of them Jones in there. But I ain't a whole lot of process, a whole lot of snacking. And that comes from things that happen as kids. Kids remember. Things my pops would say. My pops would be like, hey, he would like, don't go in my pockets. His pants right there. Bring me the pants. Don't go in my pockets. Okay, I don't go in daddy's pockets. But guess what? Guess how I feel now. Don't go in my pockets. Give me the pants. You don't need to go in my pockets. Now, I don't know what was in my dad's pockets that he didn't want me to find ever. I don't know. Maybe it was a dime bag or something. I don't know. That's not really my dad's steez, but maybe. I don't know what it was. But again, you say kids are resilient, but I think they need to change the statement to kids remember. Those little things, there's little things about you right now that you do that, or things you don't like, or things you do like. And a lot of that probably comes from something that happened in your childhood or when you was a youngin'. Good or bad. Now, that's not always a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing. Because when I say that kids remember, they be like, that sounds like, I know what you did last summer. That sounds like a horror film. No, I'm just saying. Kids remember. Kids remember. And I know Steph has something to say. She's probably biting her tongue over there. Struggling with this one. Like, oh, Jay, let me say something. Say something. You got time. But yeah, man. Kids remember is, I think we just definitely need to change that thought process that kids are resilient and thinking that they're just going to get through it. Kids remember. I hear you, Steph.
Because my son bougie like you, too.
It's your fault. It's your fault. You call it the bougie. It ain't bougie. It's just I don't want it. I ain't grow up on it, and that's probably why I am in the shape that I am in too. That's why my body ain't all
on the slick. Now, when it comes to like snacking and stuff like that, like he's learned how to snack. Over the years from other people, but I get what you're saying about the whole snacking thing, because I can go in the store and like I get the same thing every time: popcorn, granola bar, and crackers.
Sunflower seeds. Now, because I play baseball.
Sunflower seeds. Yeah.
That's why. Sunflower seeds. I play baseball. I have no idea
what none of that is, but that's because my grandmother was old. We was eating salmon croquettes for lunch. Like snacks. That was our meal. Rice and salmon.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? That maybe that's not just it. Maybe that's some of that is country too. I don't know, because our parents was country. But anyway, that's what got me on the edge today. I don't want to extend that any longer, but that's really what got me on the edge. It's just the thought process. I don't know how to snack. Number one, don't go in the pocket. Yeah, don't go in my pocket. Yeah, kids is resilient, man. Remember that. That's what I meant. That's what had me on the edge. Go ahead.
Pay attention. Channel, any channel. Down. Yo, this is for the people. IBNX Radio Network.
Speaking of kids, remember, adults remember too. So they remember the things that we tell them every single day. So we want to tell you what to do, what else to do with your life. And here it is. It's the local swig. What you got for me this morning, Steph?
All right, today's local swig is going to be brought to you by the Talat Market. The Talat Market, T-A-L-A-T Market, which is only open for takeout. You can visit them online. The menu is on the website. But they're going, beyond to make sure that your families and their crew members are safe from COVID and the spread of COVID. So pickup is available between 5 and 9 p.m. It's 1112 Ormond Street, Southeast Atlanta, Georgia. And this is your local swig for today. You can go online and get, their their menu and things like that. Again, it's only for takeout. I've been telling you about places to go, sit in, and hang out or whatever. This is not that kind of place. This is a place where you order your food and then you get on about your business. They have the Young Phenomenal, the Pagnon. Don't ask me how I speak better everything than I do English. Okay? Please don't. They have the dried chili powder. Listen, if you guys know anything about like Thai food, they have some of the best food. All their foods to me taste like it's healing you. The soups especially. I'm a soup person. Y'all don't know that. Yeah, y'all do know that. I think I talk about that a lot. I'm a soup person. So wherever there's a soup, there's Steph. If they got a good soup there, I will go just to try it. Just try this place out, y'all. See what's going on over there. I want somebody to try it out before I try it out. But it's called the Talat Market. Talat Market. You can go to talattab.com. That's talattab, TAB.com for more information. And that is your local Swig for today. Not much to give there. They do have gift cards too, starting at $25. Just so we say.
I mean, I got a gift card around here somewhere. I gotta find it. I done misplaced the gift card. You just said that. I'm like, I need to find that thing. Anyway, that's total sidebar. We give you a local Swig for a reason, for you to know what to do with your life because you don't know what to do with your life. And go ahead and do something different. Check something out. Let's move on. We ain't get to give y'all some news at the beginning of the show. The top of the show, we usually give you news in the second hour. Second hour flowers, we give you top stories. We call it our top Swigs. I'm gonna give you a whole lot of time today, Steph. Let's get into it. What you got?
I need it. All right, so first things first, Johnson & Johnson. We talked about that a week ago, and I told you guys that it was coming. Like, okay, Johnson & Johnson. Let me give you a backstory. Johnson & Johnson decided that they wanted to come out with a COVID-19 vaccine against Pfizer and Moderna, and they did. It was rushed, not yet approved, but it was already being shipped to the U.S. That lets us further know that whether it get approved or not, it's still going to get administered to Americans. It did. And now they are pulling it from different vaccine locations because 6 women have developed blood clots. I think it's like blood clots. And one of them have died from it.
Yes, blood clots.
So the shot is fatal. But we knew this about Johnson & Johnson anyway. With the baby powder, it caused cancer.
I told y'all, I said, how in 30 days you done came up with something? 30 days, everybody else got 2 shots. In 30 days, you was like, nah, hey, mine better, y'all. It was like crack. It was like crack. It was like, I'd come over here and get some of this Blue Magic. It was like crack. It's like they the name theirs. It's like they was on the corners, like, hey, nah, I see they on their corner. The other ones was on their corner. They're like, hey, come on, check me on my corner. Come on over here with me. I'm like, yo, why y'all ain't see this?
Yeah.
So now you got to know, like, cause it's like it's certain body conditions or blood types. I can't remember. They can't pinpoint. I don't think they can pinpoint why the blood clots.
They shouldn't have been giving it out anyway. It should not. It should have never been on the shelf or available for Americans to receive in the beginning. Yeah, that fast. It's 2 weeks. You know what? Matter of fact, I got a vaccine.
Everybody want to facts. We got that morning coffee Swig. You want to get some of this MCS?
Everybody want to Swig back. They got a Swig of vaccine over here.
A Swig of vaccine. It got a Swig of cure in it. It's just a Swig of cure in it. Man, people want to cut corners so bad. They're like, nah, man, I'm going to get that joke because it's one shot. Stop trying to cut corners. Ain't no shortcuts in life. Ain't no shortcuts in life. That's what I'm saying. Like when they came out too fast, boy, it felt too much like the crack game. I was like, no.
Yeah.
No,
there's something all right.
I'm on the fence about the other one, but I know this one. You should not be fooled. That's how I felt from Jump Street. I was like, I'm on the fence about the other one, but this one for sure. No.
Overnight.
There's something in that bag.
You can't overnight. It took the.
There's something in that bag. I was like, no. That's how I felt. I felt like that's a little something in the bag, man. So anyway, move on.
Yeah.
Move.
It's a lot of something in that bag. With the Dante Wright killing. So, the cop who killed Dante Wright, her name is Kim Potter. It was a woman. We talked about it yesterday, y'all. And the decision came, I guess, 48 hours after she resigned, because many people were saying that she needed to be fired. They were sending a petition around saying that she needed to be fired. However, she wound up, shooting this gentleman, and she quit the job. And now they were saying that there's no way that a law within Minnesota could charge her or would charge her. Now they're saying that she could face charges and may face charges. I think that's to shut people up, because Minnesota was put on a curfew, and nobody was obedient to that curfew. Everybody been outside. They've been still like crashing with the police.
Yeah, right. That's what curf these. You do it. That's what you heard when somebody dropped the curfew. Like, you do it. Curf these. Right. I ain't going nowhere.
And of course, they are trying to assassinate his character. They're adding the fact that he was accused of choking and robbing a woman at gunpoint and had an arrest warrant. But why we didn't know about this the day this happened?
Who had this?
This is Dante, the 20-year-old.
He did not have. There you go. There we go. Defamation of character. Defamation of character. All you just looked at. All they did was looked at one of these files. Like, oh, yeah. Go throw this on him. Say he did this.
So yeah.
Sprinkle a little doubt.
They're saying that they opened. But they're saying that they opened his warrants and the warrant for his arrest, and it was related to an aggravated armed robbery attempt. I think that had nothing to do with him being killed.
Nothing.
He was charged with first-degree aggravated robbery back in 2019. But again, that has nothing to do with what we are.
None of it is a death sentence.
No, none of it is punishable by death in the slightest. I don't see it happening. They're doing the same thing that they did with George Floyd, where they go in, assassinate the character, and once they, assassinate the character, they give a reasonable doubt, like, man, maybe he should have died. Like, no, maybe he should not. And maybe he should have not used excessive force. I'm just saying that's how the jury of people that don't look like us. That's all that's for. That's for them.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with, y'all. So when y'all see it, I'm telling you now, don't get hyped, don't get crunk, don't feed into it. I'm telling you now, this is not you don't need to fact check. I'm telling you now that this is what you're going to see, and this is how people are going to be in the comments, trolling the comments, like, oh, well, he was a robber, and he held a woman at gunpoint. He's a woman. Like, it's gonna be a lie. Don't feed into that.
I saw the video of his aunt speaking last night, so passionate, and that jump brought tears to my eyes, man. That was that. I don't know if y'all saw it. If y'all didn't see it, you might not want to watch it if you didn't see it, because it's just her talking in front of the press, in front of the rally. She's saying, I ain't never seen my brother so hurt in my entire life, and she just like. Right. She said, ain't no broken home. They gonna try to say something. This boy was loved. That's his mom and daddy right there. And and when you say that, they humanize. I'm glad she was out there, because they humanize the person. Because it's so easy to be like, it's a case, or you're numb to it. This thing, and I don't know if it's because he's 20. I don't know. And he looked frail. He just looked small. I don't know why. This was another one that's just like the Rayshard Brooks joint. It's just the sadness in this moment. I mean, they all say. This, like her speaking. I'm telling you, I had to tough up. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I was like that watching that jump. That jump was tough. So if you have not watched it, don't. But it's on my page. and it'll be on the Morning Coffee Suite for this stuff. Carry on.
Is it on your Instagram or your Facebook page?
I'm good. Check the Morning Coffee Suite Facebook page. It's out there.
Okay, got it. All right, so 2 Virginia police officers are now, I don't know if they're in trouble or not. Y'all know how this goes, but 2 Virginia police officers used excessive force and threatened an Army officer during a traffic stop. And he is suing them now for $1 million. This story has been all over the news. I've been trying to get to this story since Monday. And the Army veteran, he had his arms out the SUV, and he's saying, what are you pulling me over for? He's saying, well, he's in uniform. He's not a veteran. He's in uniform, full-fledged. He had his suit on. That still didn't stop them from pointing guns at him. They pepper sprayed him. They threw him to the ground. This was a traffic stop too. This was the same as Dante, except he didn't die, but this was the same as a traffic stop. And he was telling them yo, I'm in the Army, yada yada. They we don't care about none of that. You're doing what we tell you to do, and you're going to do it right now. He is suing for $1 million in damages.
They pepper sprayed him.
Claiming that the 2 officers, they threw him down to the ground. They threw him on the ground.
Yeah, they pepper sprayed him, and he my dog is coughing. And my dog is back here coughing because he had a dog in the car. And then you see the video afterwards where the guy came and said, "Hey, I just talked to my superior. This can go one or two ways. We can just sit here until you get your eyes straight and let you go, or we can charge or obstruction. But then the Army got to get involved. I don't want to, involve the Army. It can mess up your career." And I'm listening to this conversation. He talking like he ain't do nothing wrong. The cop is talking to this guy the whole time. He's like, well, I'm going to tell the Army anyway. Basically, he's like, yeah. He's like a first lieutenant or something. He's up for a promotion or something. And he's like, yeah, hey, man. The cop tried to appeal to him like, man, I served for 6 years. I get it. Don't try to appeal to me now, bro, because you was being a total complete jerk the whole time. And pulled him out the car for nothing. He said, what is going on? Y'all, he said they had their guns out immediately.
They did. Even on the video, they had their guns out. That's the whole thing. It's why are you approaching the car with your guns drawn?
Why is that the first thing you do?
And then you end up mistaking it for a taser.
Because I was about to say, let me tell you that pointing anything, if you walk up to a car to somebody that's not doing nothing, that's not a threat, you pointing anything towards them, they go like, hey. It don't have to be a gun. So to your point, I'm saying that to say, be it a taser, be it whatever, I think we need to go to Demolition Man. Y'all seen the movie Demolition Man? When they were all lethal weapons was banned, and they had the little throw up stick. They had the little sticks. They ain't have lethal weapons at all. It was shock sticks and all sorts of other bean bags and all. That's what I think. I think take the guns away from them and get them all non-lethals. And I know what y'all say. Well, what if they come up and get somebody that got lethals? Okay. But I bet you can talk to a police veteran, and there's a vast majority of them that have never fired a gun, have never been fired on. So everybody don't need it. They don't need that stuff. They don't need that stuff. There's a shotgun in the car. You can keep the shotgun in the car. Beyond that, on your person should be all non-lethals. Let's try that. Let's try it. See what happens. I don't know. It just because then they won't be so quick. They're so quick to grab the gun. And you know where that comes from, Steph? Where that comes from, though?
Is that not stripping them of their superpower? It's if you take all the lethal weapons away from them, they're gonna speak to civilians a whole lot different. Not just lieutenants. Exactly. They're gonna speak to civilians a whole lot different.
Exactly. You gonna use all the other tools you got because they are gonna be now scared of the citizens. Because man, I don't know if they got it good. Now they get to feel what we feel. That they come to every conversation unarmed. We come to conversations most of the time, not always. Like a lot of times we got to get in a whip. But we come to the conversation. Yeah, we come to the conversation unarmed as well. Catch us in the street, it ain't just on the belt. We come to this conversation unarmed. I want to be. Let's have it on the same plane, or let you feel what we feel sometimes. So now you got to use all your tools. You using respect. You're calling people by their name because you like, man, I don't want to have to go to this bean bag because it might not work out. I want you to feel like that. I want you to feel like that, and I think that's where they should go. Is go to that. You keep the shotgun in the car, but on your belt, take the gun off the belt. You don't need it. You don't need it. 9 times out of 10, you don't need it. And so when you get into a confrontation where you actually didn't need it, go to the car and get the shotgun. But when you come to the car, you come to a conversation. I see you in the Walmart, wherever. When we sit there, you just sit there holding your belt, got your hand in your vest. It shouldn't be nothing lethal on your belt at all. That's what they need. I think that is a way to solve it. I think that should be the next bill that crosses. Take all lethal weapons. When they talk about defund the police, I don't know. You don't got to take the money from the police department. Y'all can buy all the tanks y'all want and have them in stock and let them get dust. Buy non-lethal weapons and put them on the belt. That's what need to happen. Then all these accidents will stop happening. When I was a kid, I said this. When I was a kid and I didn't know how to play with my toys, my mom took the toys away. Hey, look, you don't know how to. You got the cap gun. You keep pointing at your sister. You don't need it. Don't get no more cap gun. Give it here. Fact. Hey, I see that sword. You keep trying to chop your sister with the sword. Give me the sword.
Right.
That's when it. Give him. Come on. No, yep. That and that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Give me that.
Yeah. Give me that. That was my parents. Like. It was forbidden to ever point a gun at each other in the household or even friends outside.
Water gun, anything.
Then you got a water gun. It don't matter what it was, a fake gun, paper gun, whatever you was pointing directly at someone was taken away from you. So I agree with that. So you're right. In this case, it shouldn't be any different. Even they're adults because they have a superior. But let me move on a little bit real quick because we will just run with that one. Congrats to Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song, London Tipton from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Did you know they were a thing?
Why would I know that?
Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song. Well, London Tipton. She's London Tipton to me. From The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone.
I know who Macaulay Culkin is, and that's only because of Home Alone, right? Ain't he like 40 now?
I don't know how old the man is, but I know he's welcoming. They just welcomed the baby boy. Only thing about it is, like, I thought he was in like this rehab program, and they were saying that he was like a terrible person. No, he's on the way back. He has a new child. He has a wonderful baby mother. Like, I hope they, tie the knot and have some more babies. Like, I genuinely like this young woman. Brenda Song is like super funny. She's dry comedy, but she has a really good sense of humor. Like, I really like her a lot. Acting and everything. Like, I really like her. But they just welcomed a baby boy. That to me makes me feel like he has a new start on life. So also Prince Harry, he's flying back to the UK to attend his grandfather Prince Philip's funeral, but pregnant Meghan can't come. Shade. Super.
Is she not going because she? But is she not going because she's pregnant? Which one? What? I read that on me. You can't fly.
People go to. No,
oh, she black.
Pregnant go to funerals all the time just because she's black.
She can't go.
We don't need you out there. What is going on with the Usher bucks? Usher was throwing Usher bucks at the strip club, and everybody is so mad about it. 21 Savage all on his Instagram, he's spreading, flexing with the Usher bucks. I'm gonna tell you now, Usher could never have played with me like that. I know I ain't picked up this, and it ain't Princess Hakeem. It's Usher.
I love it. He got his own money. I love it.
He got his own money. The kid's got his own money. It ain't no way. Jason, that is not. I knew that you would find this like super funny, but I got pissed off when I read about it. Because I'm just like, first of all, the strippers be going dumb hard when all of that money is being thrown on them, only to pick it up and see Usher on there with a temp fade. You know, wash your man. Hey, we gotta square up now. No, like in the club. Let me unscrew my shoes. In the club, bucket naked.
Oh my God, I love it.
Right now, today.
That's it. We gotta take a break. We gotta come back.
All right, I hope you host one of his shows and he pay you an Usher bucks then.
Then you gotta get an elbow. But it was hilarious. All right, we'll be back.
ATL's Next 100.
#1 station for
hip hop and R&B.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town, baby. Where did these be at when they say they doing all this and all that? Tired of beefing you bums, you can't even pay me enough to react. Been waking up in the crib and sometimes I don't even know where I'm at. Please don't pay that songs in this party, I can't even listen to that. Anytime that I run into somebody, it must be a victory lap. Hey, shawty come sit on my lap. Hey, they saying Drizzy just snap. This in between us is not like a store, this isn't a closable gap. Hey, I see some attack and don't end up making it back. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last, damn baby. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town, baby. Where did these be at when they say they doing all this and all that? I'm in the trenches, relax. Can you not pet that little boy in the club? Cause we do not listen to rest. We in Atlanta, I buy her wig. She telling me Tay is the best. Pointed at who act like a killer, but you only one from the net. I'm like the baby, I'm not just a rapper. You play with me, you won't get stretched. Bring Drake to the hood, surround Drake around. Even though I got a case, I'ma do what it take. And I never been embraced, and the money's hard to make. So I bet they on their face right now. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last, damn baby. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town, baby. Where did these be at when they say they doing all this and all that? When he tell the story, that's not how it went. No, they be lying 100%. Moved out of the risk and forgot about the bed. Now they just call me to tell me come get it. Now that boy off and I don't want no credit. If it was me, they wouldn't regret it. Let me be dead and now they won't dead it. Yeah. Heart is still beating, my still eating. Backyard it look like the garden eating. Pillow talk with him, spilling the tea. And then shawty came back and said she didn't mean it. It's hard to believe it. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last, damn baby. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town, baby. Where did you be at when they say they doing all this and all that?
Yo, wake up, yeah. Don't make me tell you twice.
Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, Morning Coffee Swig every morning, 8 to 10, right here on ATL Next 100.
Time to sit around the table, stir the coffee pot, grab our coffee mugs, and have a little coffee talk. People be like, my mug's ready. Speaking of mugs, we got a clearance on these mugs. I got new stuff coming in. Got to get it out. $5 mugs. Hit me up. So look, maybe it's the sayings. Remember maybe today is that's the whole theme is sayings. Maybe because I talked to my daddy yesterday, he got all the sayings in the world, and I still use them, and my mom. So I said that people were saying that kids are resilient, and I said you need to change that to kids remember, right? Well, here's another saying that people like to use. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now my question is beauty really in the eye of the beholder, or is it a cop-out used by those with ugly in their possession? That's my question. Is it really a cop-out? Beauty in the eye. Is it really in the eye of the beholder? Because I feel like attractiveness, things that look nice, everybody generally agrees on that. Everybody says, yeah, that looks good. People, places, things, hey, that looks good. In general. But then it becomes when things are a little bit off, you're like me. I always tell people this. Like, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I told you you're cute, I told you you was pretty, I told you you was fine, I told you this, I ain't gonna tell you that for no reason. Because I can find something else to talk about. I just ain't gonna talk about it. We won't talk about your ugly face. I'll talk about how nice your shoulders are. Or, hey, you know what? You funny. I'll find something else to talk about. And I feel like that's where beauty in the eye of the beholder comes from. Where you like, well, she's not pretty per se, but she has this beautiful spirit. Stop it. Now, do I believe that a beautiful spirit exists? Yes. I know some people like that. Beautiful spirit. They ain't really attractive people. Beautiful spirit. But that don't make me, so I'm not going to say she's beautiful. I'm going to say she got a beautiful spirit. I'm going to focus on the thing that's good. She ain't particularly beautiful. She ain't fine. She ain't attractive. I want no parts. Romance Arkansas all hump day. No parts. And I am sure that ladies look at men like that too. Like, that's a beautiful man. I understand. Like, again, generally, we would all agree. If you say that's a beautiful man, I can almost agree. As a heterosexual man, I get it. I get it. I understand you saying that about that guy. That dude, I don't understand why you looking at him at all. Don't say it ain't. It's something else. You got a lot of money. You like the way you dress. Something else. Get to something else. I think beauty in the eye of the beholder is some bull. I think we need to stop saying it. Stop making excuses. Stop saying it. Well. Beauty's in the eye. You go to a wedding. I'm gonna say this because I do these weddings. You go to a wedding, you be like, you look at the bride and like, well, she's such a beautiful bride. You be like, what are you talking about? You look at the same wedding I'm looking at. She's such a beautiful. No, she's not. No, she's not. She's might be a great person. Or they got a lot in common. Or she held him down, he held her down, whatever. We're not gonna sit here and talk about this is a beautiful couple. Everybody not beautiful. I'm just saying. On hump day, I might ruffle little feathers. That's what I'm supposed to do on hump day. So this is my question to you, Steph. Is beauty in the eye of the beholder? Is it some BS? I think it's BS. I think it's bull. But you gotta tell me different. Change my mind. Sway me if you feel differently. Beauty in the eye of the beholder, I think it's trash.
Now y'all know I think it's beauty and everything. So here we go.
I think it needs to be another word, Steph. I think you need to find another word.
Well,
it ain't beautiful.
It depends. Hold on. Let me tell you. Wait. It depends on the tone in which you're saying something is beautiful.
What?
Or
what?
Someone.
The tone?
There's a tone. Because I could say, oh, shut up. Or I could say, shut up.
What?
Hold on. Those are two different tones. So if you say, oh my gosh, she's
beautiful, it's an adjective. Adjective doesn't have a tone.
That means an overall being. Oh, she's such a beautiful person. That's overall. Or I could say, she is a beautiful person. That means I'm looking at her features. So I think there's a tone, an underlying tone in everything that we use. And sometimes when people use it, I say cute and keep it moving. If I look down somebody's comments and I think like beautiful, you're so beautiful, and I look at the picture and I'm just like cuteness overload. Like everything that say beautiful in my mind is saying cute because they are misusing the word. Now, it's a such thing as misusing that word of beautiful and beauty, of what beauty is. But beauty and beautiful will always be different in everybody's eyes. There's a different tone to it. There's a different way of seeing it. There's a different way of feeling it. Because sometimes you can feel beautiful about a situation. A situation can feel beautiful. A smell could smell beautiful. A person could smell beautiful. An environment could just give you a beautiful. It has a beautiful ambience to it. Beautiful is strong when it's necessary. Is it overused? Yes. Do people misuse it? Yes. Is it watered down in this society? Yes. But I think sometimes.
So use another word.
What other word would you use?
Beautiful is too strong. Fine is strong. Beautiful is strong. Gorgeous is strong. Beautiful, attractive. So now, nice looking. Yeah, man, you be nice looking.
Attractive is not beautiful. Attractive is not beautiful. Attractive is another level.
Because it's true. Because it's true. I agree. There is another word.
I don't like nobody calling me cute. I'm not a dog and I'm not a child. I'm not a puppet. I'm not a teddy bear. I'm a kitten.
Because the word's not strong enough. That's why you think that word cute. Yeah, that's not strong enough. That's just like just a tip. That's what that is. Just a tip. Don't get
I don't need just a tip. Yeah, the whole thing they got to be there because it ain't no way. I don't need just a little bit. Don't call me cute at all. But I accept it.
Crap.
But look, I accept it because to be honest with you, we know words. But there are some people who think when you say pretty, that's their level of beautiful. That's all they know. And sometimes in their
pretty is a big word. But I'm gonna say this.
Pretty is a big word, and cute is also a word for a big word for them, for some other people. But how they say it, you kind of know what they mean by that. Like I'm not offended at certain people when they say certain things. Like if I hear them use the term like, another time in a different way,
you be like, all right, cool. Is that they burn them shoes? It's cute. You be like, that's cool. That's
how we say it.
See, that's cool. Yeah.
You can say work to me, and that means beautiful.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think that the word
that means I'm
that's why I don't think that saying works. That's why I don't think that's
okay. So should what they say ravishing
broke down. That's another word again. Yes. We have a lot of words that speak to the visual attractiveness of something, right? And I think there are levels to those words. That's why I think this saying needs to be abolished. Because I don't think beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, you decide something is beautiful, it's beautiful. But I think we all, when it's beautiful, like a piece of art that's beautiful, we all know that is beautiful. There's some things that you might like that I don't like. Yeah, correct. We can collectively agree. And I think that's when the word beautiful comes in. That's why I don't think beautiful is, I think that should be exalted at a higher level. And that's why I don't like this saying, because you say beauty is not high. No, I think beauty is close to perfection almost. You know, you're like, whoa. So everybody sees it. Now, if it's something that you like, because everybody don't like the same thing, agreed. Everybody's like, she attractive, she cool, or she a nice looking woman, or she a nice looking man, or whatever.
And gorgeous are the runner ups. That's like the mom and dad of bursting beauty. So
I think stunning and gorgeous. That's closer to be in the eye of the beholder. I think that is, because if somebody comes in and they stunning. Like, there's a woman that I could see that I might think is stunning that somebody else doesn't think is stunning. They be like, she's straight. I know some women like that.
There's people that I think is stunning and gorgeous and beautiful. Everybody else be like, what in the...
They not beautiful. Because they're not beautiful. I think stunning and gorgeous, those are words that are subjective. I think you see him like, oh, shorty gorgeous. Homie is gorgeous. And you can pinpoint why they're gorgeous. Like, look at his skin. Look how his facial hair is shaped up on nose. Look at his cheekbones. Look at his shoulders, the way his clothes hang on. All of that you can pinpoint. Nobody has any reason like beauty. You like because it just is. Because I know women and men like that. Men are just, you know what, you just got it. You just happen to get it. Yeah, somebody.
And there are men that talk about Prince and women that talk about Prince, and it's collective. Nobody forces men to say that Prince is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? People just naturally say he and Michael Jackson, they're beautiful. That's just something that we've always known, that Michael men Jackson. And women. Yeah, I try to throw that in, but they do that to Prince.
But honestly, I think Michael Jackson, because of the things that he did to himself and his vitiligo, his older pictures makes him, his older pictures, that actually makes him gorgeous. Like, you look at some of his older pictures, and you're like, man, dude, you was perfect. You were perfect, right? Like, did you see yourself like as a young teen? Like, it makes you, and like, no homo. I mean, can I say that? I can't say that. But you can look at him like, yo, you was such a good looking man. Yeah. That later version of you is something else. And again,
see, Janet is stunning. Stunningly gorgeous. Like, she's beautiful too.
She does come in, and you be like, yo, I try to think somebody just be somebody that just, like, we can all agree is a beautiful person. Stop. Who's a woman that everybody thinks is beautiful, or a man? Like, okay, you, in general, women think that Idris Elba, take him for example, is just a beautiful man. A lot of people think that he's just a beautiful man, right? And or a really good looking man.
Denzel. No,
I can't listen. As a heterosexual male, I understand y'all saying that Idris is a good looking man. We can all agree to that. Like, I get it. Yes, that's a win. Now, let's take somebody else and put them out there. All right, there's somebody that thinks that Ice Cube is fine. I can't see you saying that. You might be, he's an attractive man, you might like him, whatever, but I think he falls under this guy. So that's where it comes subjective, because somebody might be, he's gorgeous, somebody might say he's stunning. That's when it's subjective. I don't think he falls in the category of a beautiful man. Nobody never mistake him for a beautiful man. Not that he wants to be. Nobody else. And I did that on purpose so I can flip it, because that's something that I'm not looking at. I'm not looking at the man. So that's why I say it's something that we can all generally agree. And that's my example. We can generally agree. Good looking, very good looking man. Very, very, very good looking man.
That's a beautiful man.
I get it. I get everybody across the board saying it. Vince Vaughn walk in the room and somebody else be like, ooh, he gorgeous. I don't, what? Why did you say that? You're going to have to explain that. That is subjective. And that's why I think this statement, I think it should be gorgeous in the eye of the beholder. Maybe we change it.
And then
stunning is in the eye of the beholder.
Another thing too. The different things that make up a person could make them even more beautiful. Like, Taraji P. Henson is not the best looking woman on earth, but everything about her makes her everything. Right? She's so gorgeous and beautiful, and she has her beautiful moments.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
See how you interchange them words? Moments. I think that's what we gotta stop.
Moments.
We do interchange. Yes, because I think she's a good looking woman. You'd be like, all right, I'll go for that.
Gorgeous.
Gabrielle Union has always been very, very pretty, no matter what. On all her levels, it's not trying. She's been pretty from Jump Street. That's one of the ones you'd be like, yo, she gorgeous. I think she's beautiful. I think she's a beautiful, because her mama, whatever, they're beautiful. It's like everybody can agree. I think everybody agrees that she's beautiful.
No, they don't.
I don't think. I think that's one of the ones you put on the board. That so you give it, because I gave men. You give a woman that you think that is a universal thing. Because that's just
we will always look at Beyonce and say Beyonce is beautiful. Halle Berry is beautiful. Let's see, but see,
I
like,
think Beyonce is
people will go. I was gonna say everybody don't agree to Beyonce the way that they would do to Halle Berry.
I think Halle has been universal. I think Halle's been
Tyra Banks. Everybody loves Tyra Banks. I don't see it.
What's another one?
I don't see it. Tyra Banks taught me a lot. Smash with the ass. I just don't see it. Naomi Campbell. Smash. I mean, Naomi Campbell is everything. But Grace Jones, to me, is beautiful. So we all have different... I'm more so exotic. Like, I truly like exotic. Grace Jones is exotic to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lupita is exotic to me. So those are the women that I would say is beautiful. But my beauty is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have Matthew McConaughey. That's a fine man there. Matthew
again, I feel like we're interchanging words, and we're using the word when we want to use them, and that's where I have a dispute.
Just to kind of take it to another level, I think we use that word as a filler word now because we want someone to see or feel. Well, yeah, it's overused, but we want someone to feel the heightened version of pretty or the heightened version of, you know, like taking it to another level. So we throw the word beauty in there. I always make sure I put something after it. Like, oh my God, she is so gorgeous. Like, she has such beautiful moments. Because I need you to hear beauty in what I'm saying, because there is some beauty in what we're saying, in what I'm saying.
Charmian said that's one that I think is universal for a lot of people. She said Morris Chestnut is a beautiful man. And white, black, orange, whatever, indifferent, I think we'll go ahead and vote on that one. Here's one that y'all think is beautiful. That I think
we're gonna take me after that vote then. Tupac.
He's the hot topic. Tupac what? He's an attractive dude. But see, Steph, I think you are not separating. I think you don't have the ability to separate the physical. Because the people that you're speaking of are people that you are into internally. Everybody that you mentioned, you're not separating, and this is strictly the physical conversation.
We put in that if we're speaking just physical, I don't have many names. Then I don't have no names.
Okay.
I don't have any names.
So that's why I think that this saying is some book. This is why I think it's book right there, because
I've met some people, because the people that I think is beautiful and that I've seen in real life, y'all ain't never even seen them. Y'all wouldn't even know them if I did say their names, because I've seen them personally and I think they're beautiful. The world hasn't saw them. They are not popular. They're not superstars. They're not famous. So, you know, in fame, we're just talking about.
You think they're beautiful people, though?
No, they are beautiful. It's some people that we've seen on the internet that are not. There are people on the internet that are not famous, but they are gorgeous. They're like so beautiful. It's just like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just numbers. You know what I mean? Think about how many people in the world. Yeah, think how many people in the world though versus the gatekeepers. It's just not gonna happen.
Celebrity wise. It's only a handful. It ain't but like 10 of them, and if that, and 10 of them, it's gonna be hard to think of all 10.
Wait. So our engineer says. So they say Tina has beautiful legs. We all agree. Tina Turner, legs, perfect. Beautiful means pleasing.
I don't know. I love her face too.
All right. Beautiful means pleasing the senses or mind aesthetically. Of a high standard, excellent. They're giving us the actual definition of beauty, and it does say of a high standard, excellent. What is excellent? Excellent, excellent, almost perfect. That's why I think that beauty should be saved. Like, I don't want to be in y'all. This is what I'm saying. I don't want to be y'all beautiful. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be y'all beautiful. Y'all beautiful. I don't want to be. You know why? Because y'all done gave it somebody that don't deserve. You know how you be like, you dated her. Or you let him hit? I don't want none. That's where it is for me. Y'all done let everybody hit this word beautiful. I don't want to be it. I don't want to be it. Just save it. You save it. I'm good on being y'all beautiful because y'all done said somebody else that ain't on my level is beautiful. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be y'all kind of beautiful.
Now, listen. I'm glad that you said that because sometimes I be seeing comments like, "This is the same dude that says she beautiful." Oh no, he can't tell me that no more. I don't trust
Wait a minute. Let me finish this. They keep reading. I need to finish their sentences. So whose senses? Because it said in there, beautiful means pleasing to the senses or mind aesthetically. So whose senses? That is what makes it. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Webster says having qualities of beauty, generally pleasing. So because in the definition it says beautiful means pleasing senses. Yeah. Pleasing the senses. You go a step further and say whose senses, and that's where it makes it beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I cannot deny those words because I combat with words.
Well, then y'all do agree with what I was saying then. Because that's how I feel. I feel like whatever it is that makes me feel like their level of beauty goes to another level. That's personal. That's something that I feel about a person or a situation. And we're talking about people here. So when I think of beauty, I don't necessarily look at just the outside. Now, to be in a relationship with you, that's the part that I can't get past. Like, I don't know. I'm a physical person first. And I don't know if I should.
Wait, Steph, wait. No, stop. 20-second timer. You said so you out here.
You always trying to trip me up. You always trying to trip me up about something.
You out here handing out beautiful cards, but then you be like, nah, but I ain't gonna mess with your ugly. Come on. You can't be handing out beautiful cards and then be like, I'm a physical person though. So all y'all beautiful, but I wouldn't take y'all home.
You was physical when you died. Listen, when you thought that we could go down the same lane, you knew it was physical. It was my physical that brought you to Steph. Cause I'm about grace. So I know it was my physical. If you decide to love me,
it was physical.
You got to learn to love me. Yeah, you got to learn to love me. I'm not somebody just like, you know what, I love her. Yeah, you gotta get inside my heart and all that. So with that being said, so am I. Yeah. I've learned, that's something that I've learned over the years. Like, I had to unlearn not looking at a person's outer appearance, because guess what? I kept getting tripped up. I kept saying, you know, well, I like this person for who they are, and then I get with them. I'm just like, I don't be wanting him to touch me though. And my friends was like, well, you don't like him. I'm like, yeah, I like him. I just don't want him to touch me. Like,
that's exactly. See,
you know what I'm saying? So I had to be real with myself.
You gotta
say
start.
I'm a physical person.
You gotta start describing the thing that you actually like. Be like, man, you are beautiful and you got beautiful insides. And if you start there, won't nobody be confused. You got a beautiful mind. I know people like that. Got a beautiful mind. I wouldn't take them for ice cream. Beautiful mind.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't take you to.
So y'all phone buddies. They got a good sense of humor, beautiful mind, great heart, great spirit, energy, everything. Just a terrible outer shell of host. The host is just terrible. And I get that. I got plenty of those. But when it comes, like, I had to be honest with myself enough to say that a physical appearance is important. I'm gonna just say that it's just important. I'm gonna just leave that right there.
Coleman said, my grandfather always told me to marry an ugly girl because beautiful girls are nothing but trouble. Hey, yo, I know I got a partner that I think I told you before on this story, but he always said he ain't want nobody that was too pretty. I was like,
my mama told me don't marry a man that's pretty.
You purposefully out here fishing for ugly girls. I mean, I understand the logic.
But he not following. No. I think the logic of that is not falling head over heels for a pretty woman, not searching for an ugly one, but will be better off with someone much more in his lane. Because look, people tell you that when they want you to stay in your lane. So whoever said that may not be the best looking. So you know, you gotta tell your children. You gotta tell your children that. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta tell your children certain things to make sure they stay within their lane.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, you little ugly boy. Stay in your lane. This ain't you.
Somebody ugly. I ain't saying you ugly. I'm just saying get you somebody ugly.
I think people need to think about that in general. Like, listen,
I'm just.
I think people need to think about that in general. Like, if you're like not really an interesting person, I'd be like, listen, you're really not that interesting. So you probably need to find the most boring person in the world, and that's who you need to date. Like you barking up the wrong tree hollering at me. You ain't interesting enough. You're not dynamic enough to fool with me. I'm telling you, I'm gonna run circles around you, and I'm gonna get bored with you.
You might as well tell me I'm ugly. I can take that better.
It's pretty
than telling me that I'm uncultured and I'm not dynamic enough and I'm not spontaneous. Like
I've said that.
That hurts me. That will hurt a person. And would make a person change and become this wild animal, like fresh out the cage.
At least it's something you can do something about. Maybe it's
spin the block. Spin the block.
You come back and see me again.
I bet you won't go to sleep this time.
Cause you born. I've definitely said, like, listen, it would never. You and I would never work because you born. That's you born. You need to get together. You need to be more interested.
I ain't gonna lie, I've said that before too. But it hurted me to say that to someone because I felt like, I don't know. It just hurted me to say that to them.
Coleman said every man will be after a pretty woman. That's where the problem is. Hey, please. This is the thing. Please be after my pretty woman. I want all y'all to take a shot. The thing is, I'm a tall hill. But I'm a tall hill to climb, brother. I am a steep hill to climb, brother. So yeah, you shoot your shot. Cause if I already got her, you have the best meat. That's tough. I am a lot, bro. It's outside of my physical. I'm a lot, bro. So it's whatever. That's why that ain't never worked.
That's your confidence speaking. Everybody don't got that anymore. First of all.
Perhaps.
Second of all, y'all be forgetting that pretty women, whether she pretty or physically challenged or whatever, featurely challenged or whatever, she still have a preference. Women do have a preference. Like for me, I like your dark skin, black, crunchy, and stuff.
What that mean?
That means I have a preference.
Coleman
and Jason,
pretty or not?
Like just because,
pretty or not?
Yeah, pretty or not? I mean,
still like
and there are some pretty women that only like green.
But to Coleman's point, though, to Coleman's point, though, he's saying that everybody's after that pretty woman, and yes, she has a preference. So it's gonna be somebody in her preference also after that pretty woman. To his point, is what he's saying. But anyway, listen, man, is beauty in the high?
Let me get to this.
We got to go. Read the comment.
Don't cut us off.
They're going to play it on us. We got to go. We got Cheryl Underwood coming up next. Her show is coming. Look, is it revving up?
He said you might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I promise you somebody's going to love what's in your pot. That's facts.
All right. It's time to go, man. Enjoy y'all day. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Hey, listen, we will not be on air tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday. So I'm sorry, we will not be airing tomorrow. I just want to let y'all know so y'all looking for us. Got some business to handle. I'll see y'all again, but we will be
inboxing J-Boy with the smoke like y'all be inboxing me with the smoke when we
time to go. Today to do it big.
Inbox Jason. Inbox Jason. Enjoy the taste of life.
Take a drink, take a sip, take a swig, and we out. We out!
Inbox Jason.
Don't you inbox me. Leave me alone.
Please.
Leave me alone. Go.
ATL's next 100.
Next 100. Don't get it twisted.